Good morning. This is the second video in my Stars Without Number project. Um, so let's just bring this to the front. I was bemoaning the fact last week that in the entire week, this book had sold just one copy. Now, if you look at these dates again, um, actually, I can't even see the dates on it, but I would say we've also sold one copy in the week to up to this morning. So there's been no improvement at all. Um, and taking the idea of no improvement, uh, these are the stats. Now, I can tell you, sorry, 1 second, I jotted them down so I could. Okay, so we were selling a start. Well, okay, during the past week since the last video, we've had 216 title page visits. Now, if this number was true, that should have produced 8 or possibly 9 sales. We actually got 1. So this and that, we've been 1 a week for a fortnight now. So these figures are very, very slow to update, or they're using a very, very long time span. Uh, a week ago, that number read 24.7. It's now 25, so it is adjusting to take into account this slowing sales. This average per day for views is also dropping, is now 36.6. So as we are, no, actually, I'll come back to that one because I can uh, explain something. Now, this sales, it was 45.2, it's now 44.6. So these numbers are slowly you know, going off, um, becoming less good over time. They're taking into account the actual situation of only one sale a week is slowly being reflected in the stats. Now, the reason I think that the numbers are declining is because one of the things I have said all the way through was the best way to build up your sales is regular product releases. Get yourself on the front page, get that exposure, and once someone's looking at one of your products, you can sell back catalogs to them. Show them what you've got. Now, when I did the Hero Kids book, that took 2 weeks to write, play test, and get out. So in between, there was no product release. The book I'm working on now is for Cepheus Engine, and that has also taken. I'm in my second week now, and the book isn't finished. So going from 7 months or 8 months of weekly, on the dot every Monday morning, banging out a book, and seeing a regular increase in sales across the board, I've suddenly halved the rate of release, halving my sort of homepage exposure. These numbers were also inflated by the Roguetober sale, where this book was about the third or fourth hottest in all the lists, so it was getting mass exposure, which inflated all the numbers. Roguetober ended, and there is no horror element to this at all, so it didn't feature in the Halloween sale. So as the attention moved towards Halloween products, obviously that moved the attention away from non-Halloween products. So it is seen, it, it has had nothing good in its favour at all. But um, the goal is to change that. I can't change the world around it. I can only change what I'm in control of. Now, since last week, I have created two videos. This is the product listing. Um, this is the session one. There is also a session zero. So if you click through on this, there is another video for you to watch. There's already a backup content there. Um, so that is new. That went live Monday, and it is generally accepted that having product specific and showcase videos increase conversions. So that is in place. Um, Now there's something else. Now here it all looks fine. Here it doesn't. You can't see anything wrong. But if I click on the preview, there was actually a typo right here on the front cover. That has been fixed. But then once I was in there, so look, that's now fixed. Once I was in there, I noticed some more editing errors. And I've started, now you probably won't be able to see them in this, but as I've been working on these pages, the bottom of this table has dropped off onto the next page where the text stopped before the uh, clock uh, diagrams. That's all messed up. So as you edit above, everything is falling down. So I am not in a position to upload the new version with the corrections. That is still a work in progress. I think there's another error towards the end, but I'm going to upload uh, an updated version of this once I have done that, because that's now the priority. I am then going to work on this text and the layout of the product page. That will be the next change um, to try and drive down the conversion rate, or up the conversion rate, drive down the views per sale. So right, yeah. So that's it. That update date there is just changing the video. It will be updated again. So as it is right now, there is no effect from trying to boost the sales of this particular product. But this is a long-term project. As for blades, oops, sorry. This one is coming along quite nicely. I took the pressure off because we were 30 away from platinum, or 34 away from platinum. We've sold 6 more this week, so it is now, depending on whether these, I don't think these count, so I think that is the true figure, the non-free sales. So that now leaves 24 to get. If nothing else changes, that is 6 a week. Sorry, 4 weeks. But there is that Black Friday, Cyber Monday coming up. Now, I also, where I'm saying that because I haven't released new products weekly, has depressed the sales of Stars Without Number. I believe that not releasing those products has also suppressed the sales of this one. Um, and in consequence, you know, when the Cepheus Engine Light solo rules come out, I would expect a bump in sales here, just as I would expect a bump in sales for Stars Without Number. So really, the message today is that I've made no progress. In fact, I've gone backwards, but I'm laying the cause for that going backwards from not releasing regular products. So if you're in a getting started position, uh, I would have said assess your capability to go from concept, production, finishing, and publication. What can you create inside that 7 day span, and focus on those. Uh, so yeah, there's and what funny enough, because I knew that I couldn't get the Cepheus Engine book out. What I did do is I spent a couple of hours. This Smuggler's Cove book here, it's the third hottest there. It's the newest book. It's a one-page adventure. Now, I created this on Monday morning, published it Monday evening. Um, Now, I've got a little here. This is the fifth one in a series. Um, and releasing this one has actually created sales of each of those. So, in pure dollar terms, each one of these, well, with the release of the latest one, I've discounted these to the mailing list readers to $1.50. But producing $1.49 book here has created a $7 sale. So you know, off the peg there, 1.99. Discounted in the newsletter, they were $1.49. So I, because I know I can create those in a matter of hours, um, that's you know, something you can do. To keep the momentum going. It's just a pity that this is a community content program product, so they're not feeding into my publisher account, which means I'm not going to gain publisher points for them, and I don't gain the mailing list email addresses. But in dollar terms, dollars are dollars, aren't they? So that's it. Um, the message is really, go for uh, regular product releases will drive sales of all of your back catalogue, and I think that is what's causing the suppression of the other sales. And that's it. See you next week.